All right, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. In today's video, we are going back to some Jelly Roll. Now, I've done a couple of reactions to him, maybe a week or two ago, and they did not do so hot. They did not perform very well. That's kind of to be expected. It's okay. I still want to do some more of him because I really liked what I'm hearing from the guy. I think his music is worth reacting to. So whether you guys are going to watch it or not, I'll react to it. For the time being, okay? I think we can develop an audience for this guy, okay? I really do. So I came down to do, there's a couple of rap songs a buddy of mine suggested, and I was going to pick one of those, okay? Because I really want to hear him rap. I got a small glimpse of it in the one song I did. Both kind of. But I hear he can, like, you know, he's got fire. So that's what I wanted to hear. So I come down here to do those songs, and I noticed that he dropped a new one. So we're going to do the new one, guys. We got to do the new one. We'll hold off on the other ones. Those ones are there. The audience is probably still out combing YouTube for reactions to this one. At least my thought. So we'll try to strike while the metal's hot and see if we can, you know, get some of the Jelly Roll fans who are looking for reactions to come and watch this one. That would be fantastic. So Jelly Roll fans, hopefully you can find this video. This is Jelly Roll, She, let's go.
See the sunrise in her eyes.
Okay. Oh, that's not good.
Before the cold November rain. And if you only knew her smile, you never know that she's in pain.
Okay. All right. So we'll stop it there. Something bad happened. All right, something bad happened. Said like sunshine in her face or something like that. Hold on. Let me hear what he says here.
You only knew her smile.
That's one. That's the one.
You never know that she's in pain.
If you only knew her smile, you would never know that she was in pain or whatever. So she put on a front. Whatever's going on, whatever happened to her, you know, I mean, I could speculate. I could take some guesses as what's going on. We'll let him tell the story, though. All right. So, whoever this is, just by looking at her, you couldn't tell anything was wrong. You couldn't tell anything was wrong until something happens. Okay? Let's go. It's going to be deep, isn't it?
You never know that she's in pain. Nobody ever saw it coming. It started with a little pill. One thing led to another. Since then it's all been downhill. She was the life of the party.
It's all started with a pill. Okay, so that's not what I thought. That's not what I was thinking at all at first. So is this an overdose then? I thought it was going to be like, you know, a self-deletion sort of scenario. But this looks now to be an overdose of some sort. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know I was in the medical field. I'm an x-ray tech. I worked in hospitals and you know, our department backs right up to the ER because we're damn near the most important team there, okay, as far as diagnosing goes. So I see this, or I've seen this a lot. I haven't been in the hospitals in the last year or so, career change, but I've seen this 100, more than that. I've seen this at least 100 times a year for the, you know, decade long that I was in the hospital. So I've seen thousands of these, and they're tragic. They're absolutely 100% tragic.
And down here, she was the life of the party. She was the one everybody used to wanna hang around. I bet they wonder where she is now. I wish I would have known before she was too.
Hold on, I'm having a hard time. Like, these visuals are crazy. Everything's going in reverse. So that shot of him smoking outside the hospital or outside the building, that was the hospital. So this is all happening now in reverse. So that was her getting wheeled in, but he's taking us back in time to what started this incident. And you see, you know, the ambulance is obviously driving fast, going over bumps, jumping train tracks, whatever, and just stuff is spilling out because they're just trying to get her there as fast as possible. Let me go back and listen to the words, though, because, like I said, I was having a hard time trying to listen because I was mesmerized by what was going on here.
Used to wanna hang around. I bet they wonder where she is now. I wish I would have known before she...
All right, so she was the life of the party. All right, everybody wanted to hang out with her, basically. And like he said, no one has seen this coming. So this is a story. Like I said, I've seen this scenario 1,000 times, and this is the story. This is the story. I don't know how many countless parents, friends, you know, you hear this exact story from. All right. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes, you know, people get creative in how they hide their addictions, and it's, it can absolutely blindside you. Absolutely blindside you. Yep.
I'm afraid to lose her now. She's afraid of coming down.
Yep. He should have seen it coming, whatever. You know, he's afraid to lose her now, but she's just afraid of coming down. And you know, unfortunately, that's kind of what it boils down to. The addiction is so strong. It is absolutely so strong that there's... You know, that's the biggest fear, is just not being able to get any more. That's their whole mindset is just wired to acquire, to partake in, and to not run out of. All right. I mean, it's nasty. It's a nasty thing. Addiction of any kind, be it drugs, alcohol, you know, very destructive, very, very destructive. And it's not just, sorry, before I let it go again, it's not just the person's life that it destroys, you know. This is going to sound very callous, and it's going to make me sound like a monster. Okay. But in the medical field, you had to have certain walls up. All right. We see death and tragedy every day. All right. So you have to have certain walls up, and you have to look at things in certain ways. Okay. So, you know, when the overdoses are coming in, you know, God, you know, and you know, like I said, it's going to sound so bad, but this is how your medical staff looks at you, because this is how we have to look at you. When the overdoses were coming in, I don't give a shit. Okay. You're a patient, you're a body part. Whatever I have to do is what I have to do. So that's how I'm going to look at you. All right. If I have to take a chest x-ray on you, you're my chest x-ray. That's what you are. You are not necessarily a person. You're a body and a chest x-ray. Okay. Now, yes, you put on the pleasantries, you talk to them, you make them feel comfortable, get to know them, ask about kids, ask about what your plans for the weekend are, all that stuff. Okay. I'm not saying you just stone face it and, like, you know, treat them like a piece of meat. That's not what I'm saying. But mentally, they are a procedure for me to perform. That is it. All right. So when the overdoses, you know, occasionally die, it doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me. You know, you were a chest x-ray. But what does hit you very hard is the family coming in to ID the body. That's all I'll say.
It was too far gone. I'm afraid to lose her now. afraid of coming down. I don't wanna say goodbye. She can't get herself to stop. I know that it'll take some time, but I'm scared there might be something that we don't got.
Yep. Sometimes,
Now everybody knows there's something.
you know, it has to be their choice. It has to be their choice. You can't force it. And sometimes they don't make the choice fast enough. All right. This is deep. This is
Now everybody knows there's something. They see the writing on the wall, and she feels like she's flying while we're all watching her fall.
yeah.
She
That feeling when you're high, the euphoria, you feel like you're flying high, and you know, and really, you know, you got your nice buzz on or whatever, and you're just stumbling and falling and ruining your life, literally falling and stumbling, but also literally going down a dark path, going into the depths of hell, and just ruining your relationships, your life, everything. You know, I'm sorry, this is just hard, because it reminds me of a lot of things that I have seen.
while we're all watching her fall. She was the life of the party. She was the one everybody used to wanna hang around. I bet they wonder where she is now. I wish I would've known before she was too far gone. I'm afraid to lose her now. She's afraid of coming down. She's afraid of coming down.
Hello. Thank you for calling the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services
Ugh.
Administration's National Helpline for information
Wow.
on treatment and recovery support services.
So does that ending mean that she had a choice before she laid down to go to bed, either to take that handful of pills, you know, after that party that looked like she was having a great time at, or not? And, you know, maybe she was looking, you know, what would happen. All right. So this is what would happen. You saw from the beginning of the video to that part, her overdosing, going to the hospital, presumably dying, or, you know, at least being really, really messed up. But then they kind of showed at the end, like, she didn't. So she had the choice. That's what would have happened, but she didn't, and instead called the number and got help before she took them the night before or whatever. Yeah, this is heavy, man. This is heavy. This, like I said, this hit me, god damn, in a way that I didn't expect. You know, we repress and suppress a lot of things in the medical field. And sometimes it's not cool to be reminded of them. All right. So, you know, I'll just leave it at that. You know, like I said, yeah, just leave it at that, because I can't. All right, guys. I guess that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.